Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at Orion Protocol. I'm giving you a new target at $4.06, which is one of the highs that we previously made in this incredible, overextended, and super bullish period that we were in February to March. Now, I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. That being said, also want to mention the Telegram chat. Make sure to check it out. We're sharing great projects. People are constantly joining in. We're sharing great news. We're sharing great tips for newcomers. A lot of smart investors in there. Sean is really one of the top guys in the chat, so make sure to have a chat with him. But other than that, yeah, let's jump into the charts. We are on the daily Orion protocol. You know the deal. We have made the bearish crosses across the board on the 55 EMA with the 200, and the 20 EMA has crossed below the 55 and the 200 EMA. The one pattern that I didn't notice and that I am noticing right now is this triangle pattern. And not triangle, I do apologize, this rectangle pattern. And basically, what happens here is you make bounces in between a certain area, and you create sort of this rectangle movement, as you can see, where you, and this is not a double or triple or quadruple bottom, because you touch this resistance quite a few times, the same way you touch the support quite a few times. So if we do actually bring this up a bit, just a bit higher like this, then you can see that we touched it once, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, and 6 times, and that was the final drop off. Now, before that, we have tested this resistance once, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, actually broke through it but went back down, 5 times, 6, 7, and 8, and we have corrected. Now, how do you measure something like this? You take the top of the rectangle to the bottom, and then you take from the breakdown. And this happened after a downtrend. So as you can see, we are in a downtrend, and we had this strong drop off, and then we had this rectangle pattern, and then we dropped off even further. And this, ideally, this perfectly co-aligns with the target that I gave you at $4.09 pretty much. And if we do end up coming back down there, then that is going to be a great area to get into Orion protocol. Now you want to stake this, you want to do whatever with it, you want to swing trade it, but it is going to be a golden opportunity to get into Orion over here. If we don't end up doing it, then that's fine, but I'm just swing trading my Orion and taking more tokens out of the circulation. As you are fully aware, we have this $6.11 to $5.90 strong resistance area that we failed to break a couple of times on the daily. So once, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5, 6, and 7 times, and that is why it is a strong resistance. Also, the 20 EMA is going to act as strong resistance, so keep that in mind, have that on the charts. We have a strong resistance at $5.29 or $5.30. We want to make that a round number. As you can see, we lost $5.29 as support over here. Then the next candle, we couldn't get above it. We dropped below it, and we just kept wicking and until we went back down and broke down below the resistance of $4.90 essentially. That was our resistance, but that was our last support, and now we're dropping back down, and we have wicked all the way here to $4.54. So we're making even lower lows than we did initially in May when we had this strong drop off. So yeah, it's not looking very good at the moment for Orion, but in times like these, this is when you have to be stacking up on crypto. So we're expecting the Bitcoin 26K drop, and I do actually think that it's going to happen. I'm not 100% certain. Obviously, no one can be certain about anything in crypto, especially in times like these. Pretty much the whales are controlling, and all you can do is just accumulate and buy for the long term. Because as you can see, I do want to point this out. We are overextended on the EMAs. The EMAs are far away from each other. As you can see, the space in between them is way too large. We have to come back up, and we're gonna have a reversal wave soon enough. And hopefully we can check out the previous high of $30. Hopefully we can do that for Orion right now. I know, guys, I know pretty much all of you in the Telegram chat are into Orion protocol. I am as well. I'm involved in Orion. I have a huge bag of Orion tokens. Well, huge bag. You know, huge bag is a different meaning for everyone, but I have a nice amount of tokens, basically, is what I'm trying to say, and I'm involved in this project. So that, to be clear, obviously I am biased towards it going to the upside, but I still also creating this sort of a trend line over here. So if we continue hitting it as support, that is when we might come back down over here to it, and you know, retest this final support and then start climbing back up, because usually when we are this far away from the so yeah, keep that in mind. And we're getting overextended on the EMA already. From the price is far away from the 20 EMA, and that is why you need to keep an eye on this. So I do want to take a look at the stochastic RSI, and as you can see on the daily chart, we have bottomed out low. So the only way from here is towards the upside. So keep that in mind, guys. Accumulate more for crypto. As you can see, the RSI is taking a nosedive towards the downside. So if we get anywhere below 30 relative strength index, then that is potentially when we might bottom out here and land on the $4 price, because the grayscale Bitcoin unlocks is happening on 17th, which is tomorrow. So that might have a bearish effect on the market. And on the MACD, we still haven't made the bearish cross, but we're definitely going to make it by tomorrow, and that will confirm the downtrend. So MACD is a lagging indicator. That's why it just a bit in this area. Then we start climbing back up, because that is what happened over here. As you can see, we didn't have this V-shaped recovery. Like here, we just kind of consolidated, and then we went up. So that is potentially something that so keep that in mind. A lot of potential outcomes for Bitcoin, and obviously Bitcoin is the king of crypto, and it is going to drag the markets with it to the upside, or whether to the upside or to the downside. So yeah, keep that in mind. Just have the EMAs on your chart. Use the relative strength index. Use the stochastic RSI. Use the MACD. Use all these indicators to give you a nice idea of what is going on. But I do want to say that if we end up making a inverse head and shoulders on the daily chart, that would be super bullish as well, because we might just bounce off this level, come back up, get rejected at $5.30 once again, and then come back down and drop and drop on this resistance at $4.91. That is potentially something that might happen, and that would create this left shoulder, the right shoulder, and the head potentially. So keep that in mind. That is something that I'm also looking on the daily chart, but this is going to take around 10 days probably to play out. So keep that in mind if that does happen. But yeah, we are expecting a huge rally in December/November. So yeah, keep that in mind, guys. But overall, I'm just accumulating, not being afraid of the markets. I'm just buying while there is blood on the streets. And I suggest you do the same, but again, not financial advice. Let me know what are you accumulating in this dip, and let me know if you are involved in Orion, and let me know if you're staking it or swing trading it. So I'm not going to be jumping into the 4-hour chart, because I don't really think there is any point at the moment. We're just in a downtrend. And basically, you want to buy all these red candles. Ideally, you want to be buying in places like this, because once you get too many red candles, you're obviously going to get a move to the upside at some point. So that's just my opinion, guys. I'm buying this dip super hard, especially with Cosmos Atom and Ripple XRP. I'm doing great with those already. So yeah, keep that in mind, and yeah, I'm gonna catch you in the next video, guys. Goodbye and good night.